Hi, this is Marco. I'm a PGI consultant, and in this video, I'm going to share one process how to overcome fear and just do what you want to do that helped one of my clients to close a 5-figure deal with one phone call. We all know fear. We all know the feeling of fear, and sometimes it is strong, sometimes it is weaker, depending the situation we are in. And you might have heard what fear stands for: false expectations appearing real. Expecting something that is in fact not true, or what we know that can't be. And we know that expectations are really subjective. They are just one point of view, one perspective. So understanding fear really is the key. Sorry for that interruption. Really is the key, and understanding fear, how it works and what does it trigger, can help us to use the right antidote. And this is what I want to talk about today. If we take our expectations, really basically habit of expectation, what that is, the pure act of expecting something. These are nothing else than thoughts, than our thinking about what might happen in the future, thinking about what the outcome would be tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, in the future, that usually, not always, but usually, the outcome is something that we don't want. We expect something negative. So we are basically thinking about what bad can happen tomorrow if we do something specific today. For example, I want to do this today, and I'm afraid of the effects. What might happen? Will it work out? Will I be successful? Will something pop up? Will it be right? Will it be wrong? Will it be giving me what I want, etc., etc. So we expect the mere fact of expecting something might happen in the future, which is usually not positive. So just by thinking about what might happen puts us in a state of fear. It triggers the emotion of fear. So thinking about a specific task or action steps puts us in the state of fear. So we are experiencing fear by just thinking about one possible outcome, right? So it's not even the outcome that we are afraid of, but we connect the outcome with the task at hand. We focus on the task and we are afraid of the outcome. It's a psychological effect. It's automatic. It's a habit. This is really a habitual way of reacting or responding to certain tasks. And it might have different aspects and different underlying problems, but we are not going into that today. I just want to show that process triggers the emotion of fear the moment we think about one certain task or action step. And this is really not the state to be in, and definitely it's not the state that is supporting us at anything that we do. And we cannot be the best we can be and do the best we can do and really use the potential that we have for the task at hand, right? So because we are experiencing fear before we actually started or did anything, we can use this in a different way and start experiencing something positive instead. So it's about experiencing. Because we experienced something before we even started, we can use that experience the process of experiencing in a different way. So we change, instead of experiencing it in a negative way with fear, we can use that differently. And this is the key that I want to explain. And this is the trick, how to use that one process to really, it's like an antidote against fear, how to really do what you want to do. The trick is to use our minds to experience the task before we even do it, but in a way that it triggers positive feelings, happiness, a feeling of relaxing, a feeling of calmness, and really joy doing it. So in order to do that, we use the tool of creative imagination. You might heard that, and it is really a massively effective tool to go through fear, whatever that would be. So everything that we experience, basically, we experience through our thoughts, feelings, and that experience creates a fact. This is where we say, oh, I have an experience. I'm experienced at that or this because we've done it in the past. So we have a certain level of certainty and of self-esteem to do the thing or to do the task at hand because we've already done it and we know how to do it. So we are kind of confident, right? So the confidence is built based on experience. We experience something by doing it. But what happens if we haven't done it and we haven't experienced it? And because we are afraid of doing it, how are we going to experience it? And this is what constructive imagination is for, to experience it in your mind first, and then you are experiencing it, and you can experience it by physically doing it. Okay, this might be a little bit complicated what I've just explained, but let me go step by step through this. Okay, we do experience through our thoughts and feelings, and we direct our thoughts towards something positive. For example, you take the task that you're afraid to do that triggers the fear. For example, recording a video. For example, talking in front of a crowd, or cold calling a person, or calling a person that you might think about that person, oh, that person will never be interested in what I have to say or offer. So instead of allowing your mind to go down that route of triggering that fear and anxiety, we stop. We first close our eyes. We pick a situation, right? We close our eyes. We pick a situation that we want to improve, that triggers fear for this example. And we think in our imagination how you approach it. Basically, you see yourself doing that action step, like recording the video, picking up the phone, and calling that person. Now, you consciously direct your thoughts in your imagination towards that, and you do that action step in your mind. So while you do that, you feel good about it. This is how you direct your thoughts. You do that in your mind. You direct your thoughts towards that positive feedback. You imagine how that person or the crowd or whatever you do responds in a positive way. Very important. We do this to support, to experience the positivity, the positive feelings by thinking how positively the reactions are. That's very important. That's crucial. And this might be challenging at first, and it takes a little bit of practice, and you will become better and better by doing that. So any situation, that you pick, you do that. Now, the important part is to imagine yourself doing the action step, actually doing it, like first person perspective, not trying to see yourself doing it like an observer, like observing yourself. That's not the way that works very well. The best and most effective way is to actually do it. In your mind, you see yourself doing it. And you direct your thoughts into how good it is, how effective you are. You see exactly how you follow the steps, how you are following every step the way you want to do it, and you feel good about it. You feel relaxed, you enjoy it, and you keep on thinking like that, and you imagine that. And you do this 2 to 3 times a day, even more if you like. And this will take just a couple of minutes, 2, 3, perhaps 5 minutes max. And you will create that experience, because it doesn't matter how we create an experience. We can create an experience by physically doing, like taking action, or by imagining. It's the same. Our mind works in the same way. We build our experiences by doing stuff, by doing things, or by imagining. So we can use the power of imagination, the creative imagination, to create that experience. And the more you do and implement that experience in your mind, in your thinking process, and you go back and repeat the task often, you start to feel confident. And then you go and do that action step for real, like physically. You set up your camera, you record that video, or you pick up the phone, you call that person. And you will find yourself not feeling so anxious. The fear that you felt before will be not so present anymore. And yes, it won't disappear just like this, but it won't have the power and control of holding you back to do the thing you wanted to do. And you will be able to do it. And the moment you've done it, fear will disappear. Of course, you will do it and redo it, but the creative imagination will help you get that experience and get the ball rolling. And you will feel something, but it won't be that strong when you first take action. And you can keep on using creative imagination for that task, or then move to another task that is kind of triggering the emotion of fear. And you keep on doing this. The important part is repeating it 2, 3 or more times a day. It takes just a couple of minutes, and you just envision how you do the thing, right? And it won't happen just by doing it once. Give yourself some time, perhaps a week or 2, and you will see how your attitude will shift and your emotions will shift when you actually do that action step that triggered fear before. So this is exactly the process that helped hundreds, perhaps thousands of people to step through the fear and overcome it and really use the potential that they had. So enjoy the process and let me know how you are experiencing it by applying it. I would really appreciate hearing from you, and I'm looking forward to hearing from you as well. This is Marco. Thank you for watching and liking.